Sele and Lethar are just chilling up there from
Good.
from that event. Will
Ooh.
they aggro?
They are the event.
All right. So I mean, is there a trigger mob words, or will they just aggro?
Yeah.
You gotta tell him die.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well, I'm not
should
gonna
be able
tell
to
him
pull
that.
around him.
Okay, that
So,
was my question. Yeah. Thank you.
And good
You can pull
evening,
second, I'll
everybody.
get some buffs.
Welcome to the Lizard Stream.
Craig, maybe.
Always a pleasure to have you along with us.
It feels like it.
It's an exciting time to be here because tonight we have a monumentous event happening. We shall finally finish the fireside of TSS. Serpent Spine expansion has been a good one for us. Things have been going well, and we've certainly got a lot more people.
Will we
We've got
save
a
the
lot more
AFK
loot.
in this room so I can go do that on the website?
Yes. And all that stuff, but this point will be the first time that we are engaging Lethar in his final stand alongside Sele. I know it's not a Sele event,
One of them is probably missing.
but we're going to do it. As you hear in the background, the ever-lovely Anaya joins us this fine evening.
Hello.
Behind one.
Yeah. Okay, so there are 2 messables. Sorry, that was like 5. My apologies. Thank you, Craig.
Where's the Mender at?
He might be on the other side of the door. There he is. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go pull. We don't need to. We moved through all the rooms, right, for this fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we need to pull everything.
Yeah, up to... Yeah, just pull them all.
Okay. We're gonna set up. We set up at the halls, right, for the first part of this fight.
Mm-hmm, that is correct.
So maybe maybe we can probably after this pull go ahead and set up in that hall while we pull the other ones, so we don't have to pull so far. Just as long as people don't say die to Lethar. It's tempting.
And that's a reason why I don't discuss what the trigger word is unless it's necessary.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really asking about the trigger words. I don't blame you. Plausible deniability, right?
Absolutely. So while we're doing the trash mobs, I'll go over a couple of facts with regard to this fight.
In that time, everybody move up real quick while he's talking to the right side.
Is anyone else on their way?
Stop at Shadow Killer.
Oh, you guys can move right past him. I was just gonna move up in the hall because this is where we're gonna
into
set
the
up
hall.
anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, move up past him, and we'll pull to here, because I think this is where we start.
How long does it take for verification code?
Yeah. Coming?
A few seconds.
Should be in already. I think there's only like 4 mobs left.
Good deal. It's just safer to have them all in here.
Yep, I'm just gonna pull them all.
Alright, so on this fight, you're going to see a humanoid form Lethar. And you're going to see Sele the Broken Wing. There's an interesting bit of lore here, but we'll skip it for the moment. Simply put, on this fight, we have most of the things that we dealt with the last time we fought Lethar. That's with his Lethar's Breath, which is frontal, so we have to keep him facing away from the raid. We've got the Mirror Scale Drake, which needs to be kept, you need to keep Lethar facing away from the Drake. And you've got the AE of Lethar, Shadow of Lethar. That's something that you're not going to get cured. It's basically a zone-wide, and it's 800 a tick. We can heal through that. The initial damage is what's going to hurt us.
Is this thing non-KOS?
For the moment. Doom Shadow is the one you need to watch out for. That's the one that must be cured. Doom Shadow is only 4 corruption counters, so if you have the ability to cure corruption, load it now. Corruption-based cures. Sunset Shadow is the one that you probably should not cure unless you have to. You can, but you should avoid curing Sunset Shadow anytime you can. Doom Shadow must be cured. If you fail, you will likely die. It must not tick down. I would advise avoiding the use of Radiant Cure, but if need be, you can use it. Still, avoid using Radiant Cure unless you must. Because it will cure Sunset Shadow, which is an extra 20k hit point buff, which is helpful to have. During the fight, we will also again have Lotus Breath mobs. When there are Lotus mobs, we should still be able to drag them to the entrance. Isn't that right, my friendly Shadow Knights?
I think so. Yeah, should work the same.
Lovely.
Real quick question. There's some mobs on the left side here, like these Dinless disciples. Do we need to pull those too?
No, that's the AUG event.
Nope,
Oh,
we
okay,
good.
okay. Then we're finished with trash. Sorry.
Thank you. So once we get Lethar down to around 75%, he's going to go inactive and he's going to move a little bit, just like he did last time. But this time, we've got other issues going along with it. Sele is going to activate, and Sele hits kind of hard, but not as hard as Lethar. And she's got an AE that does a Shadow Step on us, thus interrupting any casts with 4,000 damage. It's basically unresistible. So I'm going to turn into a Skeletal Illusion and move towards here, just for some positioning advice. Although Lethar is going to be, on the first round, tanked basically in this general area. Once he moves, he's going to move down this direction. You're welcome to follow if you wish to see what's going on. Ideally, around 75% Lethar's going to be in this general area, and he's going to be facing a different direction every time. We just need to keep him from facing the Mirror Scale Drake. However, at this point, this is when Sele comes up with him, and we have to start fighting Sele also. In order to make sure that that Lethar is not AEing the Sele tank, we are going to have Lethar facing either north, west, or south, and Lethar will never face east. The Sele will be around here, and we will keep the Sele tank facing east. So the Sele tank is going to be facing here and facing east. The Lethar is going to be here, and the Lethar tank will keep it facing either north, west, or south. That way we have no concerns, no issues with having the Sele tank, who is facing Sele east, getting AE'd by Lethar's mess. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. At 50%, both of them are going to move To the east, they're going to move into this room. Once that happens, it is possible we will have a Thunder Breath Drake. Thunder Breath Drake is a nasty one. You need to watch your positioning for that Thunder Breath Drake to be facing you. It has an frontal AE that is 12,000 damage. Keep away from the front of it. I would like to have somebody calling out which way it's facing. You're going to need to move around during this part of the fight. I'm going to ask for an initial burn during this, as this is the most difficult part of the fight, because we will have Sele, we will have Lethar, we will have the Thunder Drake, we will have the Lotus. This is the most difficult part of the fight. Correct, Siren. So you need to be behind it. Simply being on the side of it might not be enough. So anytime we can... Well, it's going to move around quite a bit, so I won't get into detail of it. We just need to make sure that we're moving in the right way. Once we get it to 25%, Sele disappears. We don't have to mess with her anymore. We can burn down Lethar to the win. We might still have Flesh Render Drakes. We might still have Lotus Drakes. I do not believe we still have the Lightning Drake, the Thunder Breath Drake, but that might happen. We will still have the Mirror. Lethar can be killed after that point. So Lethar at the final 25% will be over here in this room. The Lotus Drakes we will be pulling back to the entrance and getting our pullers COH'd. The other ones, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to just kill them like we did last time. They weren't that difficult, so we didn't get that many of them. If it starts being a problem, we'll call for no DPS on them and call for them to be pulled to the entrance as well. So, the place where they currently stand, this is the 100 to 75%, and it's just Lethar at that point. 75, we have Lethar, and we need to keep him facing either west, north, or south, depending on where the Mirror Scale Drake is. And Sele will be tanked over here facing east. Once that's done, they're going to move over to the center room for the 50% to 25% area. We get the Thunder Cats, the Thunder Drake, and we need to burn him down. DPS on Sele is irrelevant. It's killing Lethar that matters. 25% Sele breaks off. They do some dramatic messaging about Lethar breaks up with Sele basically, and Sele says, "Fuck it, kill him," and we do. I mean, literally, that's what happens in the in stuff. It's kind of messed up. I would rather the other one still be alive. I don't want to be with you. Drama, drama. Anyway, kill Lethar to win. Avoid the Mirror Scale Drake. Pull the Lotus mobs to the entrance. We'll kill the other ones unless, of course, they pile up. And that pretty well does it. Anybody remember anything else that I might be missing? I believe not a bad idea, Shadow Killer. That might be possible.
Yeah, I can try to take her.
We can try to kite tank.
Can we just do her like a Drake?
I believe they are both perma-rooted, if I recall.
Oh.
But we can probably aggro leash kite it.
Yeah, if she don't summon, I can just stand there and keep her aggro.
We are probably going to need a mage in with our Shadow Knights who are going to be pulling stuff to the entrance. Thunder Drake is not killable. It is just going to walk around the room and be messy. So we kill Lethar.
And Can you wall the AEs?
I don't believe so, but it's possible. I'm going to try it on keeping Ninmit out of line of sight of that mess and see if it works, but I don't think so.
I thought you could wall it from here, at least the first part. But maybe
I'd be good with that.
It's been a while since I did this, so.
Just to bring it up, I know I'm the one that suggested kiting Soleil, but just keep in mind, there is that 75 range point blank AE for 4K with a shadow step, which could really throw off a kiter if they're in range of it.
If she's rooted, that's good. We can just aggro her, right?
Yeah, I recall her being perma-rooted.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't say anything on Raspers, so.
If she, okay, well,
We'll find out in a few moments.
Yeah, we'll try to kite her first and see what we can do.
If nothing else, we can at least hold aggro at a distance, kind of like we did with Broly and Adriana in Demiplane. When Broly is at 100% and all that crap. Alright. Is there anything else we need to go over before we get this started? Does anybody have any questions?
According to Alakazam, the Doom Shadow, Sunset Shadow thing is every 4 minutes.
Excellent.
So it might be worth keeping an eye on a timer to plan that or call that out.
Illusion fates on Lizard.
I'm good with that. And if that's the case, we hopefully will be able to have that reset when we have a change every 25%, because we have a lot more deeps than we used to back in the day when this was live.
Cut out for some of that.
So for tanking the dragons, thank you.
Omedan's gonna need a mage.
Yeah, Omi and Q
Yep.
will definitely need a mage. If you want to put us both in another group. Or Lizard Man is okay too. Anything's okay? Bye, buds.
Okay, I'm now in this group. Who are the Shadow Knights I need to be waiting for?
Q
That
and
way
Omi.
in this group.
Okay, Omi is... Okay, Q and Omi. So, are they going to say something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that should pretty well do it. Anything else we need to go over before we begin this? Clerics, I would advise, well, I should say priests, I would advise trying to stay out of line of sight using a hard wall, not like a piece of trim, but an actual wall to attempt to avoid some of the AEs. It probably won't work, but I'm going to try to do that with Ninmit. If you do it also, maybe between all of us we can determine a spot where it's safe to hide during the majority of the fight.
Like we tried to set range, like we set the tank out and had the casters set their range on this first part. Maybe it doesn't matter anymore, you know.
Yeah, we'll see.
DPS is so much different.
It really is a whole different world at this point. So, Wolfgar, you are first. Gerp, you're backing him up for Lethar. Lethar is the first one we're doing. Sele doesn't activate until 75%. Unless I'm completely wrong, the events change, and then we'll learn as we go. Wolfgar, are you ready? Alright. I will trigger the event in just a moment. Let's get this party started. Triggering in 5, 4, 3, numbers. Here we go.
Yeah, there's
Pick
a
'em
line
up.
at the start.
And I'm blind.
Yeah.
2, 1, done.
Okay.
Debuffs to Lethar. Heals to Wolfgar. Take it to 75.
Oh, we gotta turn him. The mirror scale is facing him.
There you go. Alright, so we deal with the mirror scale from the start. How lovely. Flesh render, switch target.
Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna bring it right here. Where do you want to put these flesh renders?
Spin left arm.
Yeah, somebody keep an eye on the mirror
And
scale.
Left arm.
You gotta
Spin
move him,
left arm.
man. Wolf,
Move
you
him.
gotta move him. Yeah.
There we go.
Monitor Drake.
Monitor, get a little deeps on it. We need to keep some DPS on Lethar. Let's have one kiter and then put all of our pets and such on the monitor. Turn Lethar. Good job. Keep the deeps going. Shadow of Lethar is out.
That's the bad one.
I just fired off an MGBCR. Need a little deeps on the flesh render. Continue on fighting Lethar.
Ready to spin.
Turn him.
Another flesh render. Can we pull that second one to the entrance?
Wolf, turn left arm.
Yes. Q, take that to the entrance. I'm gonna
Good job.
cut this one.
Turn him again.
Is that the mirror Drake that's getting us hit with so
Yep.
much AEs? Yeah, we gotta work on that. Whoever's tanking.
It's
needs
all
to
timing.
Step it up.
Hey, Curb, get on the other side. There you go. He's going. Turn him again.
I'm trying to take that, by the way. Just happened.
Yeah. We probably should have had our highest aggro warrior on first.
Yep. Can't fix it now, but we can fix it for next time.
Yeah.
There he goes. Turn him again.
Oh, God, you're killing me.
Yeah, killing the raid.
Yeah. We got it.
What's killing the raid?
Lotus breath.
The AEs.
Need the Lotus gone.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Good job.
Whoever is tanking is not moving the thing properly. So,
Turn him.
Where's that other flesh render?
Entrance.
set the zone in.
Monitor. Need DPS on it.
Turn him again.
Is it time? Can we just like turn him ahead of time?
As soon as I see the mirror scale Drake moving, I call it out.
Yeah, I think. Well, okay.
There,
See
turn
where
him.
it's
Moving.
Omi needs it. There you go.
I saw it.
We keep
Is that-
Sunset Shadow, right?
Correct. Keep Sunset Shadow if you have it.
Oh bloody hell! Got the mirror Drake right as I got Sunset Shadow, so now I
Did you
can't
come?
cure it.
I didn't see him.
Lotus, who damaged it? Oh guys, okay,
Turn it.
kill the Lotus. Can we burn the Lotus down?
We need DPS on Lotus. Switch target. Switch target. Everybody on Lotus breath.
Thanks. Don't damage the Lotus. There's two of them. Somebody drag it away.
Kite the second
We have-
Lotus. Kill
Yeah,
the first
second
one.
to raid. Oof.
Yeah, that's gonna be a wipe probably.
Yeah, let's reset this. Let's get a tank on it that can flip him, and then our knights really need to not melee the damn ads.
Hey Omi, I was calling the turns and they were getting called. At least they were getting turned ahead of time for some of them. I don't know how
Yeah.
quick the effect happens, or if that is reflecting something else.
No, he's not reflecting anything else. It's just that we almost need to like preemptively get that turned. Like every
Let's
3
make sure that
seconds
we
or
get
something.
get a Reser out. Even if it's a Necrophane death.
No, I'm down, unfortunately.
Hefe is out.
Very good.
I'm gonna get a res on Nimit, I think, maybe. Homie's out of aggro.
Sorry, I couldn't get the res off. Got leveled.
Got it.
Did
Good.
Did I get you Nimit?
Yep. Thank you. I got a
Okay.
res box.
Okay, good.
Alright, if you're on aggro, die now.
When it resets, I'll accept the res on Ninmit and then pop in and start this. Now, you didn't think the expansion boss was going to be easy, did you? Nice.
So,
I mean,
it's
it's a
reset.
little easy.
Reset.
The challenge, I love it. Is it safe to log Hefe back in?
Yeah, log him back.
See, I feel
Most of the
powerful.
corpses look like they're down in front of Lethar.
I feel
You have
powerful
mana
when
for an AE res.
I feel powerful when I know I'm not the only one dying.
Yeah. Can we clear up chat for a minute so we get everybody rest?
Res and all the clerics.
Dummy, will you invite me again?
Alright, that's all the clerics that I got. Start resing other casters.
Coming. I got an AE that's coming.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows, but Marley's not going to make it tonight. Her best friend died Friday.
Ah,
I'm sorry
crap.
to hear that.
Rough.
Hefe needs raid invite, please.
Who's our mage that can COH?
They can COH from outside, that would be me.
Okay, hang tight. Barefeet needs one. COH up.
Okie dokie, hang on, I'll, as soon as I have a little mana, I'll gate out
Yeah.
and get ready to do that.
Yeah. Tommy, could you move Anaya back with Barefeet for a second?
Sure. Where's Barefoot at? Is he at Genray? I could just zone out and
Yep, that's where he is.
Is he?
yeah, let me go. I'll could zone out. It's fine.
Oh,
Okay,
Stay put and
will do.
Alright, everybody should be res now. That 8E res sure is handy to have.
hopefully we're awake now.
If we can get the Mirror Drake to not AE so much, I think the first part will be much easier for sure.
Yeah, and the ads were spawning a little bit faster than
They are.
they had previous time, so we're going to make some changes on that as well.
Just remember dragging more ads to the entrance on this one.
Wait, yeah, I guess when we did it back in the day, we dragged them in the hole and just killed them. But
They're also mezzable too, so
yeah,
some are at least.
But yeah, the Lotus we definitely need to
The
keep pulling
Flesh
away.
Render and Lotus are mezzable. The Monitor Drakes are not mezzable.
There you go.
Hey, Barefeet, you ready? I'm over. Just arriving.
Yeah, the big thing is if you're gonna aggro any of the drakes, make sure your attack is off so that you don't damage them.
Try to make sure we're all bunched up here before we MGB stuff. People are scattered. Somewhere on one side of Lethar, some other side.
Just gather at the tunnel entrance here.
So it looks like before we mez the flesh renders from based off of my old Gina triggers from before, because it comes up saying mez add. So
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. So, for us this round, we're going to mez any flesh renders that pop. We're going to move any Lotus to the entrance that pop. And we're going to kill any monitors that pop. That'll allow us to focus a little additional DPS on Lethar. We do need some experience on the positioning part. That was our first time having to deal with it so frequently. So after a couple rounds of doing this, we shouldn't have any issues with that going forward.
this could be incorrect, but I seem to recall there being a cap on how many flesh renders could be up at a time, which is why we mezzed them. But I could be misremembering. I seem to remember that for some reason.
I'm good with that. We're going to be mezzing flesh renders. We're going to be dragging away the Lotus, and the only mobs that we harm are the Monitor Drakes. So if you're doing damage to anything other than Lethar, Sele, or a Monitor Drake, you are probably doing something incorrectly. Again, this is our first time doing the fight, so there is a learning curve to every part of this. What I can confirm is the AEs were absolutely still landing on me as an inmate behind this wall here, so that did not help at all. This time I'm going to try putting an inmate in this little corner over here to the southeast and see if that helps any. It probably won't, but I'll still be in room to AE heal my group, single target heal everybody as needed, and possibly not be hurt by Lethar's mess. Though I doubt I'll be that fortunate. If anybody else finds a way to block the AEs, please let us know.
What's the range on them? Is it high?
Zone wide.
Oh.
At 2,000 range.
Yeah, 2,000 range.
Yeah, that's zone wide. This zone is only like 1,500 wide, like the whole thing.
Yeah,
2,500.
His cone is 500, but it doesn't really matter. He shouldn't be in front of you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positioning changes on this. That's kind of a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. As for the positioning of the dragon, I think it's safe to do a north and south. We're just flipping in between north and south. That way DPS can stay on his sides and not get hit either way. Anybody see a flaw in that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you're assigned a tank, north and south. Every time the mirror scale Drake starts to move, go ahead and flip it to the other side. As long as we're keeping an eye on that, we should be okay with that AE.
Yeah, I think flipping last time was okay. I only got hit once by his frontal, and I don't know if it was towards the end, so that's kind of when things were already going poorly.
Wolf, did you burn Fortitude on that?
Furious, yeah. Fortitude, no, it's all back. I mean, I used my Furious. My final stand's back. My endurance is all back.
Gotcha. I thought Furious and Fortitude were on the same timer, but...
Dude, is that a new version of Furious I don't have yet or something?
Fortitude... there's different times to use each one, of course, but Fortitude will block every attack, including special attacks, whereas Furious doesn't. That's why generally, at least on the raid mobs, we end up using Fortitude, whereas Furious is better on, like, let's say, AEs and group mobs and stuff like that. But either way, it's up for you or down right now.
It's down. I've never used it. I use Furious. I don't use Fortitude that much.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they do share the same cooldown.
Yeah, that might not matter in this one, but I know later on.
What's happening is Gerp's pulling aggro off of me, so I can't flip it if he's got aggro. So
yeah.
First. I wasn't trying.
Well, the problem is he's using two weapons, and I switch to a shield when I'm tanking to keep my armor class up. So automatically my threat drops, right?
You shouldn't be using a shield until like way later in the fight.
Yeah, it's just a habit. Whenever I'm tanking a red mob, a monster, I always go for my shield after my Furious drops. It's part of my routine. So.
Well, since you have Furious and Fort down, I'm gonna have it switch over to Gerp and have you back him up. And then by then for next round, if we have a third round, yours should be back up and we'll switch it back.
If I'm just taking it off somebody, final stand will be fine.
I agree.
Also, somebody should call that mirror Drake as soon as it starts moving. That way the tank can just focus on that.
Yeah, because there was a couple times I could actually see him move and I could just do it without being told. But I'd never seen the fight before. That was my first time. So
yeah, a little bit of familiarity helps. But what I will say is, if everybody is calling something out, that could be problematic. So I'd prefer to only have one person saying this.
Yes.
So that being the case, one thing that we've had, Dami, do you want to do it, or do you want to have...
If I stay on the dragon, I can do it. If I'm moving around for ads, I'm going to miss some, so...
Alright, Shadow Killer, would you be our caller, please? You've been very successful with that in the past.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Can we mark the mirror? That will help everybody.
Good call.
I'll mark it as soon as it spawns.
Yeah, actually, the ring around it would probably be huge.
Yeah, I think that's a good
also
idea, Toma.
This is a lot of people's first time doing this fight, so anybody that did it before probably did it on live or on a different server.
Yeah. Which is not a lot of people, plus things change as we go. So, some recaps as to how things are different this time than before. First of all, we've had a little bit of experience now. Also, we have a focus on a change to the Drakes. We are going to Mez Flesh Renders, Kite the Lotuses, and kill monitors. So the only thing we are killing when it comes damaging at all for the little Drakes is monitors. We are only going to be moving between north and south from the tank. So from the tanking standpoint, Lethar is only going to be facing north or south. And we have the raid going to be staying on either the east or west side the majority of the time, so they don't have to keep moving. If you're on the north or south of them, you're probably going to get hit by one or another of the AEs. Please stay within heal range. Watch the AEs that are going out. And we should be okay-ish this round. When it comes to tanking Sele, though, which is under 75%, Sele needs to be facing east. That way the tank there doesn't end up getting hit by the AEs from Lethar. Are there any questions as to what we got going on here? Again, we're making the slight change from disc cooldowns. GURP is going to be first this time. And that should do it. Anything else to go over? Correct, Rallis. No damage to Sele. And correct, Pummel. It's just the two of you. The Mezd mob is going to be Flesh mob.
Are Pummel and Rallis going to try and kite him?
They should. Should be, if it's rooted, should be able to keep it facing east and just keep backing up while taunting. Taunt, hit your scowl, and back up. Taunt, hit your scowl, back up. And between the both of you, you shouldn't be hit that often. Now, if it moves around, that could be a different story, but I recall them both being rooted.
They were rooted, from I remember, too.
All right. GURP, are you ready to start this?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Hopefully your word of doom is going to be more lucky than mine. I will give you, let you call when to start it up. Heals to GURP, please.
I'm going to mark the Mirror Scale Drake.
Alright. Here we go.
Good luck, friends. You got this.
Might want to stand up if you're sitting down.
Heals to GURP. Blind should be off. Debuffs to named.
Okay, Mirror Skills up.
Inside of him, currently.
Switch. Oops, sorry.
Switch him.
It's marked.
Oh, much better.
Monitor kill.
Drake's moving. Flip him. It's moving. Flip him.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen it once, I wouldn't need anyone to call it. I can tell when he's moving.
Yep. Flesh render gets mezzed.
I think I'd be worried of moving him too quickly, too. He can catch that cone and make him spin. That's what happened just a minute ago.
There goes.
He's moving. Flip him.
Shadow of Lethar is going to land no matter what. Breath of Corruption's a different story.
Uh-oh, bye-bye, Ambit. Q,
Yeah, fuck him.
Lotus Breath. I get it.
To the entrance.
Move him.
Oh, there's another one. You get your COH, you need a heal. Okay, Anai's got you. I'll try and save you.
It's moving. Flip him.
He's here.
Got him. Yes. Can you COH me, Anaya?
Flesh gets mezzed.
It's moving. Flip him.
Good job, everybody. Monitor kill.
It's moving. Flip them.
Where is it? It's underneath him?
Yeah, it's underneath Lethar.
Oh.
The Lotus, I think, was already pulled out.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the one at the entrance you were seeing on extended.
Oh, it just didn't fall off. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lethar to 75.
Oh, we missed it.
Almost there, friends.
It's moving. Flip them.
Lotus is here. He's about to move.
I got it.
Call the wild course tower.
He's moving. Follow him.
Pets off. Pets off.
You ready to handle Sele? Gerp on Lethar.
The Drake's moving. Flip them.
Okay, Sele is movable. That's bad. Let's get a slow on Sele.
Doom's out.
Get your Doom cures.
Doom Shadow we cure, right?
Doom Shadow, yes.
Doom Shadow Cure. Sunset Shadow.
Drake, the Drake mood, you need turning.
Turn him.
Oh, yeah. Turn him.
Sorry.
Where am I? Fuck.
Flip them.
Pummel Zeldy.
Need a cure. Barefoot's down. Our group's gonna die. Drake move. Flip him.
Happy down.
I'm down.
I
Somebody
tried.
else needs to call it.
I tried Nimbin. Sorry.
Damn, what was that?
That was the
Doom.
big DD.
Doom Shadow didn't get cured.
Can I kite him?
Yeah, Sele is kiteable.
Let me kite him. Try to kite him.
I think it's a little too late now.
Well, I know. I just want to see if I can kite him.
Trying
for
to
the
get him
next
back.
round. Hold on. Don't try and get him back. Let me kite him around.
No, he warps back here. He
Does
warps
he warp?
back on Lethar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're wiping anyway.
But
so.
does it Membler?
Yes,
Does it-
it does.
Yeah,
blur.
he just started eating everybody over here.
Mm.
Well,
See
it
if
kind of
Midnight can
blurs.
camp.
But you don't want them facing each other, so him warping onto him would be bad news.
No, yeah, I know. I just was curious. Just trying it out.
Alright, so we're gonna need to genuinely tank it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember dragging him to like the next room over and tanking
That's
him.
what I
not
thought,
taking him in
too.
the same room.
I thought
Like
we
this is
took
all
him.
this is all coming back as we do each phase.
I have a cleric out. Go ahead and die if you're up. We're wiping it. Shit.
It reset.
Good. At least it resets fast.
Yeah. But what I seem to remember, like when they moved, like we fought, like say room number 1 is when we started, and room 2 is the second room, and then room 3 and 4. I seem to remember like we were fighting like Lethar in room 2, we moved Sele to room 3, and then when he moved to room 3, we moved Sele to room 4, kind of thing.
Why don't
I
we
seem
just
to remember
keep
that
a,
being the case.
Why don't we just keep a group at the front here? Just put them in that hallway.
Yeah, we could do that too. It just gave like good room to. It gave the tanks tanking Lethar the same north-south thing as far as facing him goes the entire time, and you didn't have to worry about changing what direction the tanks were rotating Lethar.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how to get that less doom.
Casting res on clerics as I see him. If anybody ends up getting the mana for a mass res, awesome. Otherwise, we're just gonna do what we gotta do. Res is incoming. We got it further the second round than the first one. I think it was a good job handling the first round. Now we just need to learn how we're going to handle Selle and move from there. Nothing to be concerned about. This is all part of the process of learning an event. If it takes an additional, even it won't, but if it takes an additional 2 hours, so be it. We're going to get this food tonight. I believe all clerics have been sent a res. Netnoy is the last one that's coming in right now. We'll start resing all the other casters as we go.
I don't have time to go get cereal.
I never
do
expect to come in.
You can. As soon as you're res, go ahead and AFK while sitting.
That's just par for the course. I'd be surprised if we cakewalked it. I'd be like,
It's 50-50. I would say about half the fights we have done it in one.
Yeah, we're a bunch of cakewalkers.
The first 3 of the events in here we did in one.
But we can.
I think his recall was better on those fights though, because he seems to have forgotten a lot about this one.
Whether he wanted to or not.
Maybe he hasn't had enough drinks yet.
I haven't.
There you go. Gotta get your aiming oil.
Damn right. See, last 3 fights we did, I was in Vegas, already halfway out of it.
Yeah, you had like champagne. You were dropping champagne and cussing like a sailor. It was great.
Yeah, I'm not queuing up. I tried to be good, damn it.
No. I think we like that lizard man the best.
Once you get res, go ahead and head back to the hallway, the prep hallway.
Yeah, we have a couple back here in the prep hallway, dude.
Yeah, still got about 15 dead from what I'm seeing. We'll get everybody up as soon as we can.
Okay, I'm gonna go fix a bowl of cereal.
All right.
I'm sitting down, I'm shumped. Joe is up and fully buffed.
Where did you die? Yeah, your res is incoming. Oh.
Okay, I think everyone's been clicked.
Again, once you've been rezzed, please head back to the hallway, the prep hallway, so that we can get our buffs going.
would be better since because I've never tanked any of these monsters before. I'll just plan on not using my shield unless one of the other warriors clues me in and says, "Hey, Wolfguard, get your shield."
That sounds like a good bet.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I'll send you a tell in just a sec.
DSG here in a second.
Well, Tommy's about to get 100 12s.
Everybody. Ashengate, yeah?
Yep,
Yes.
come on down.
And that, my friends, is Sprucey Muffin. He is a main berserker.
Nice.
Those don't exist.
A berserker? I love it. Yay!
A real one?
Sorry, there's only exist in the world that beast lords exist in for more than a week.
Yeah, we had some beast lords. What happened to
I've
them?
been here for more than a week.
Oh, okay. There we go. I'm
What
still not sure you're not a fever dream.
Trendsetter.
I was about to say Fins is here all the time, right? That's a cat all the time.
Say Fins is here a lot. Definitely.
I think it's a hallucination still. Any class that starts with B.
Fins is really quiet.
Any class that starts with B is a box, right?
Exactly. Well, that's because you keep killing them all with Drummer. Every time you see another one, they disappear like in 2 weeks. Pretty sure it's like Highlander.
Did they add in a port token for Direwand yet, or not?
No. Go to Carmesa is the closest.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, she's not kidding.
That's happening.
There are only 15 Necros online right now in this server. I typed 2 on Necro expecting to see, a billion, and it's like, oh, no, he's right.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
sort of is the only one on the server. Cheese and crackers. There are 2 in the Unchanged that are level 66. And 1 level 30 in
Oh, I
Unchained.
missed it. What did he say in general?
You said to join our chat channel, send Tommy a tell.
Oh. That's why I turned off auto join channels.
I did too, then randomly it'll auto join me to him, so I don't know.
I was too busy working on the whole Necro thing to see what Rawlis said in general.
Oh, yeah.
Not good.
Well, at least you can give out channel password and all
Change my
that.
channel on its own.
Yeah.
Thank you all for the rebuffs. Thanks for getting that done. Fortunately, we got power med, so that definitely helps speed up the process. As for this time, what, in my opinion, caused the majority of the problem was partially lack of familiarity with the event, but mostly Sele. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to hard tank Sele at the spawn location. Sele will move to room 2. If we call this room 1, then room 2, 3, and 4, as mentioned. In room 2, Sele is going to be kept facing where they are, kept where they currently are, but facing east. Nope, not this time, Craig. Though that's something that you will definitely remember for life. As will we all. I think that was our first raid with the Unchained, is that correct?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
it
some
our second one, but
that was some fun right there.
Do you need me to bring my warrior box, or are we good?
I think we're good on wars, but thank you. Correct.
The Sele tank can probably wear a shield since we're not damaging it.
Yep. So basically, we're going to do the same thing phase 2 as phase 1, as room 1 versus room 2, but Sele is the only thing that's going to be different. Again, the tank it where it spawns, keep it facing east, and do the exact same thing that we did for the first 25%. That should allow us to get to the 50% mark, where it adds in the additional components of the Thunder Drake. Yes, the Thunder Drake. We will MGB all of our MGBs during that time, and burn down Lethar as fast as possible during there. I do like the idea of sending out an MGB CR when, as well as dropping Exquisite Benediction anytime the Doom Shadow lands. Since Doom Shadow is very rare, it's only about every 4 minutes. We actually didn't get it until the second phase. We should have plenty of MGB CRs and Exquisite Benedictions to go around during that time. I know I'm sure this was already noticed, but we are going to need a new healer for Group 8. But after that, we should be about good. Everybody should be meted up. Buffs should be about done. Please make sure you got your auras going.
Hey, Olgar, do you want me to put Blair with you in Group 8?
Is Evan still in here?
Yep.
Could you throw C on me?
Uh-huh.
I also need spell haste. I don't know how I missed the MGB.
Nah, I don't know.
I'm gonna say that's a yes.
I'll load up a spell haste for you as well.
Thank you, you're the best.
Yes, I am. I'm amazing.
You are. You're the best husband I have.
That sounds about right. Wait a minute.
You're also the only husband I have.
Well, All right, let's do a switch on the Lethar tank yet again. We'll have Wolf going up first, Gerp backing him up. Same plan for the first 25%. Again, for the second 25%, Sele will be tanked at spawn location facing east. Do not move Sele around.
Do you want MGB wood thrown out at any time?
Yes. I don't think it'll be a problem. It shouldn't interrupt anything, so yeah, I'll call for it.
I'm gonna get Spruce Muffin, okay?
Alright, cool. After you get Sprucey in, we'll get this party started.
Spruce, are you in China?
I am.
Just meet at Genray in Direwing.
All the way down there?
I mean, if you're at Ashengate entrance,
I am.
Just zone out and then head down to Genray.
Oh, I see Genray. Alright, yeah. The one you talk to when you only have a weapon unequipped?
Yeah, I'll be right there. I'll meet you there.
Palma in here?
Hmm?
I see your corpse.
I'm fully buffed again. Let it sit.
Don't worry, he'll have another before the night's over. You
Oh,
can
yes.
later.
Honestly, we'll probably wipe one additional time before getting our win, but if we can get it before then, that'd be nice.
Push it over to a frame. We'll use it as a doorstop.
Use it as a marker for where to tank Sele.
Hey, Spruce, follow me.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I bet.
Pull the Thomas corpse.
Put it to work.
Yeah, we used to do crap like that.
You gotta follow the secret entrance, which is over here.
Just stand in the middle of that and it pops us in, or?
Yeah, just come up to Drizzy and then just say enter Ashengate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it looks like Sele hit a lot less than Lethar. Lethar hit me for a max of, it looks like, 57.25. Sele hit me for a max of 32.66. So, big difference between the two of them.
Was Sele debuffable at all, or is she just nothing?
I didn't look.
She didn't have any debuffs on her when I was trying to kite her away, so I don't know if we even had a chance to try.
Oh, let's give it a try this round and see what happens. What could possibly go wrong, right? Alright, anybody need any additional buffs from Ambit?
Bringing Spruce into the grade now, so
Good.
we're just running back.
I'll throw a haste on him when he comes in, then I'll go hide Ambit. He's not going to do anything during the fight anyway, so I'm just going to move him off to the side so he can do the buffs. Save our other 37 chanters we have in raid.
I'll switch to my two-hander so I don't take...
Should I just go past those two?
Yeah, they don't aggro.
Cool.
Yeah, come on down.
It's down? Alright.
Oh, you the other way. Come the other.
10-4. There we go.
Holy crap, you weren't joking. Actually is a berserker.
Just follow that humongous axe.
It's an illusion. It's not real.
I want to
part
see
of your
this
hangover from Vegas.
DPS parse get lit up.
Alright, so recap. Lethar gets tanked. First 25% Lethar north and south, switching as needed for mirror scale Drake positioning. Raid stays on west or east side, probably east side more than west. Stay within heal range, keep your heals up. The only thing that need to be cured is Doom, Shadow, or Lethar's Corruption. Those are corruption-based counters. One is 4. Doom Shadow is 4. The other one is 16 corruption counters. The only Drake that we will be killing is the Monitor Drake. The Flesh Render gets mezzed. The Lotus gets kited. DPS will focus on Lethar. When Sele activates, it's tanked where it spawns, facing east. And that should work. As for Core Speller's question, it's unlikely you'll get both, but I would rather your Doom get cured with your Shadow than you have Doom tick down. If you have Shadow on you, that's good. Doom is bad, so I'd rather you get cured twice than not at all.
If you get Doom Shadow, that's a death touch, whereas Sunset Shadow just gives you a 32k nuke when it fades, so you have to stay topped off on health. But it buffs up your health a whole bunch too.
Yeah, you probably didn't have both Sunset and Doom. You had the other one, either Breath of Corruption or Shadow of Lethar.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a dot that with no counters. There's a dot from the mirror that has 16 counters. And then there's 2 Dooms, and they look like the snare graphic. So there's really 4 different things you could have in this fight.
And they're all a pain in the butt. Anything else we need to go over before we start? All right, Wolf, are you ready to do this?
Ready.
Excellent. Everybody to positions. Wolf, let's see how lucky your words are. You're welcome to activate the event when you are ready. The key word is die.
And once I'm unblinded, I will raid mark the thing.
Heals to Wolfgar.
I'm blind.
Debuffs to Lethar. Heals to Wolf. Take name to 75.
Mirror skill Drake has been marked, and continue calling it.
Monitor Drake up.
Kill the Monitor.
Mirrors moving, flip them.
We got hit. Cure it.
Weird. Noctex didn't get hit.
Like I said, that breath is a frontal cone that gets mirrored. So if you're in front of the dragon, you'll still get hit.
Some melee should be standing on the east or west side of it. Don't stand in front or behind. Don't stand in the north or south, because that's the way.
Monitor, kill it.
I think it was the people tanking the
Monitor.
That's what it was. Yeah. So if we pull
Mirrors
it
moving,
into,
flip them.
If we pull it
Oh,
into,
there it is.
Good job. Lotus, guided.
Got it.
Mirrors moving, flip them.
Doing good. Get him to 75.
Mirrors moving, flip them.
Monitor, kill it. Switch to Monitor.
Jam 4, you got it.
Mirrors moving.
Back to Lethar. Lotus guided.
Mirrors moving, flip them.
Good job.
Yeah, I got it.
75% when he moves.
Mirrors moving, flip.
Another Lotus breastbone.
Lotus, guide it.
You're gonna have to get that one, Q. I'm not back yet.
Mirrors moving, flip them.
Got your heal coming.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You gotta move in a moment. Be ready.
Flash render, mess.
Questioner's Mez. This Lotus Breath still over here coning all of the melee.
Is there 2 Lotus Press?
There's one just sitting here in the melee.
Moving.
Oh,
Moving.
I'm getting
Take
it.
the pets off.
Oh, Flash render still needs mezzed. Oh, Budweiser's. You gotta kite that away, man. That's the problem.
One of the Lotuses damaged.
Again.
We need to
Kill
switch
it.
to the 97% Lotus. Switch to Lotus.
Please stop damaging those guys.
That one.
You're a
Sunset
knight.
Shadow? Check
Doom
if you need
Shadow.
a cure.
I've got Breath of Corruption and Doom Shadow.
Lizard's down.
I tried to
like
tank him.
Yeah.
Turn
Can we get
Lethar
debuffs
north,
on?
thank you. You need a tank on Lethar?
Yeah, he's not tanked. Nobody's tanking him.
No, we don't have any
Nav
tanks
is
up.
right now.
That's got it in.
Got one shot.
Yeah, it's a wipe.
Yeah. We got like every AE at the same time.
Yeah, that's what happens when we kill a or hurt a one of these Lotus
Damage.
Breath.
When we damage the ads.
Yeah, well, that wasn't me. That's the second time that's happened.
Can you kind of rolls off on Hefe?
If you're on aggro, go ahead and die. I hope we got a Rezer out.
I got a res box on Hefe.
Very good.
Die.
Oh, you fucker.
That was unfortunate.
I didn't know it was like 5 seconds.
Sorry, Lizard. I probably just trained you.
Let it reset.
Sorry. If you get aggro on a Lotus Breath, no matter who you are, just run away from it. Don't drag it away from the raid.
It has reset. Safe to take a res.
Wait, bare feet. Don't run off. Drag corpses. Our group got evac'd and there were Lotus Eaters at the zone in.
Oh, no.
Don't
Evac'd and then died.
Seriously, we gotta stop evacing on these raids. Like,
It was after wipe was called.
I know, but jeez, that's like just wipe. Yeah, don't. If you evac, you're gonna get the Lotus Press, because that's where I'm taking them.
Yeah, I just think it was instinct to for whoever
I mean,
did it.
I could take them somewhere else. I can take them down any one of these side
Now we're
holes.
good.
No, I don't think we need to change anything on that.
And that's all right. We're going to make some adjustments as responding to what's said in raid chat. I'll make sure it's more clear, and that way it'll work a little bit smoother for next round. This is kind of an expected thing. We just need to lead through it.
So, if I could make a suggestion, roughly where Lizard is now, except a little further east up against the wall, is a good spot during the first phase for casters to stand, because whether Lethar's facing north or south, he's not facing to the east, so none of the cones hit him.
Not
And then
much.
on
Not
the
many of us can see that.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah,
hold
that's
on,
fair.
not everybody's rezzed yet.
That's. I
Either.
mean, yeah, I'm not either, so that's fine. But basically, stand directly east of Lethar during phase 1, and then when phase 2, when we go down to the next room, go to the west of him. That way, you're not, because he's mostly facing north and south to avoid the Mirror Drake.
That's correct. And I'll go over that with everybody as soon as we get everybody up and we get a little bit of buffs behind us. Reses are happening. We'll get everybody up and going, and then we'll go for the next round, and it will get better every time we do it. It's going to take a little bit of work to make this happen. Nothing to be too worried about. This is all part of the process. Once you're back with the raid, I'm sure many of you have zoned through. Please, re-shrink. Shrinkage is good.
That's not what she said.
Fortunately, I am not a she, but I have said. Almost done with the resin. If you are not yet rezzed, you probably know what you're going to be randoming later.
Where's the Omadon's corpse?
Got it.
I rezzed it up top.
Yeah, I was way away. But thank you. No problem.
It was still yellow on my raid window.
Yeah, I just took it.
It appears everybody has been sent a res. Go ahead and group up in the hallway. We'll do some MGB buffs there. Nidmit has the mana, so and the MGB up, so I'm going to cast MGB. C to make sure we get mana back faster. I hope you're in the hall. Incoming C. Unless Syncope you prefer to do that, in which case I'll do haste.
I see Nitnoy out there. Maybe you want to bring him in here for C.
Sounds good.
Olivia's also out there. Kovian's out there. Tama's out there. Is that Tama? Yep.
Yeah, I'm good though.
Run in, get your buffs.
Incoming C.
This is not an easy raid.
But it's one that's absolutely doable. Because once we get the second phase down, that's basically the understanding and working through those mechanics is basically the entire event. The only other thing is we're going to have a Thunder Drake at one point, which we're going to burn through. We're going to burn Lethar down, so we don't have to worry about that as much. And then the final 25%, we have no Sele anymore. It's literally just the same as the first phase.
Did just remind me, did we figure out where we're tanking selling?
Yes, I'll be going over that in just a moment. I know we got some MGBs going out. I don't want to pull anybody away while MGBs are going, so I'm pausing just a moment, and then I will show you via a dancing skeletal lizard man, where to go. I'll tell you where you can stick it. I mean, where we need to be positioned for each phase of the fight.
Spell haste. When you can. There's a kitty who's eating.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me very happy.
I believe most of the MGBs have been done. For phase 1, I would like to see, if you look to the east of Sele, which is just to the south of where we currently stand, you're going to see a fire elemental ambit. That's a good position for any casters, any range DPS. That's a good position for you. You can creep up to even over here, where Lizardman is currently standing, but anywhere in that position would be good, because the monitors that need to be killed, as well as Lethar, will be just fine. As for priests, there is no safe place for you, but the only thing I can say is the only places that aren't safe are directly north or south of Lethar, so avoid his area. For phase 2, Lethar is going to be standing approximately where Lizardman currently is. I would like to see any caster DPS or any range DPS be somewhere around this giant fire pot over here-ish. Don't get too close to Lethar, because he'll still have his AEs. You're welcome to ride up on the wall just a little bit. Just make sure you're within range for heals of your healer.
And cures. Cures are even shorter range.
Cures are very important. As for tanking Sele, if for phase 2, if I were tanking Sele, and Ambit was Sele, this would be a good position, I would think. Any thoughts or objections? Lovely. For phase 3, very similar. It should be easy for the caster or range DPS to stand approximately in the doorway where Lizardman currently is. With Ninmit, you're also going to see Ambit moving over towards the side here. This would be a good spot to park Sele. And tanking Sele over in this general area where you see Lizardman and or Pummel. If Ambit is Sele and Lizardman is the tank on Sele, this would be a good position for that. Whereas caster DPS standing over in this general doorway where you see a Ninmit moving around. Does that make sense?
Just keep in mind in that phase the Thunder Drake will be moving, so people will be dodging the AEs.
Absolutely. Even more movement during this phase, but we will also burn, baby, burn. For the final phase, there is only Lethar and his ads, which are over in this general area for the final room, just like the first round.
On phase 3, if you're putting Sally there, are we switching Lethar to west-east facing them? Because if you put him there north, he's going to get blasted by Lethar's cone.
Lethar, if I recall, is here.
Yeah, okay. I seem to remember bringing Sally to the next room over.
I'm good with that. We could take Sele over to...
I could be incorrect. I kind of remember that happening.
No, I think that's safer. We can just take Sele over to, let's say, here-ish. I just don't want the tank being anywhere out of range. But I do want people out of Sele's AE.
Yeah, that might be. I think that's why we did move it, because Sele has the AE also. We did move it to each room ahead and had like a couple healers, like 2 healers, stick with that tank.
All right.
With those tanks.
So that being the case, let's go ahead and have Sele tanked where facing east again, somewhere-ish where Lizardman-ish is. Sorry, where Ninmit is. Fuck, what the fuck character am I on? Ambit is currently.
Here it comes. I'm happy now.
Where Ambit currently is would be a good spot for Sele's 50% to 25%. I need more to drink, damn it.
Get the man a drink, somebody.
Fuck yeah. Alright, back to the reset hallway. Get any missing buffs that you might need, make sure yours are going, blah blah blah, other words.
I wonder if we could just dodge everything by standing on the chandeliers in each room.
Caster group is going to test this.
I was going to say, he wants to swing from the chandeliers.
We're still going to find out.
I'm like directly above Lethar.
Was that like a Sia reference or something?
No, we're way fuck up on the ceiling.
Hey,
That's what I was thinking too.
We climb our asses way up.
If you can do it and it works, then...
I just imagine like Shadow Killer belting out that song, swinging from chandeliers as he's COHing people.
I'll drink to that.
I suppose I have to sing Wrecking Ball, huh?
No, I was thinking that Sia.
Sia's chandelier.
No, Wrecking Ball and be naked.
No, that's okay.
Technically, there's
Illusion
another
based on Lizard
chandelier
Man.
in the next part.
Yeah, no, I already tested. I can go room to room up here, so we
Yeah,
got
that's
that.
kind of.
You guys are gonna test to see if you guys get hit.
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean,
do
it's,
it.
it's not feasible for the raid. We can't fit the whole raid up here, but it might. A couple people might be able to dodge shit.
I can fit the entire raid where I am standing.
What the fuck? Alright, what the fuck?
He mutters.
Okay, so
Everybody up there.
What do we do last round? Wolf got it last round. Let's get Gerp taking it this round. Gerp, you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Excellent. Gerp's going to be the first tank this round. Anybody not ready to start? I'm not hearing anybody. Okay, same plan, different result. Slightly different positioning. Let's focus, friends. Gerp, show's yours. Heels to Gerp.
Alright, give me just 2 seconds. Here we go.
Debuffs to named, heals to Gerp.
Turn him.
Lotus breath.
Kiting the Lotus.
I got it.
I got an eye on it now.
Turn him.
Oh, Q, you got it.
Or Shadow on my calls.
Sorry.
It's fighting this one.
Oh, I see that. Here, you go ahead and take it.
He can't see from the chandelier. The light's blinding him.
You absolutely can see.
Blinded by the light.
Mirrors, flip them.
Flesh renders up needs to be missed.
As the fleshy.
Mirror, flip.
Good job.
UH, Q.
Another Lotus breath up.
I'll get it. I got it.
I'm dead. Somebody's gonna have to call it. That does not work.
Flip.
Nope.
There's a Lotus Breath in
Got it.
group 7 all died.
Flip it.
Another flesh render spawned. Needs to be missed. Another Lotus breath spawned. Looks like.
No, they're both at the zone now.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
So I just see it bouncing on and off my.
Yeah, they're
Record
funky.
corruption a big deal?
Yes.
Flip
Did
it.
you clear me then?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna have to deal.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
5%.
Oh.
Flip it.
Flip it.
Too late.
Moving in 2%.
Flip it.
Moving. Good job. Heals to Pummel. Rallis. Wolf. Pummel, looks like. Keep Pummel alive. DPS Lethar.
Flip
Mirror,
it.
flip them.
Too late.
DPS Lethar.
We need to move him more farther away because the tank's getting low hit point aggro.
Yeah, move Sully to the next room if we can.
Yeah, we need to move him away.
Shadows are
out. Check it.
Flip.
Get your cures.
Did I get a cure?
Yep. Or you'll die. Guaranteed.
Okay, then could you cure me, please?
My group first.
Yes, sir. I thought I was in your
Flip
group.
it.
Now you are.
Yep. That's why I'm asking my cure.
You'll get it then when I get it.
All right.
Yeah, we didn't get our AE heal out. Ah!
I'm dead.
Nope. We all died.
Fucked myself.
Yep.
I accidentally cured the
Oh,
one I
wow.
needed. That just wiped the raid.
Yep. It's wiped.
I got hit with a 20k.
Yeah, because we cured I cured the wrong one on myself. Because I meant to cure Omidon, I had different ones on different characters. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's where it gets difficult because every character could have either one.
Yeah, I didn't wipe the raid, but I wiped myself.
Yep. But the raid did wipe.
Well, the other problem is, like, the mirror, we are not doing good with the mirror.
It seemed fine there.
Yeah, except that I got hit with it right as sunset went out, so I had to cure 3 times.
I didn't wipe.
Again,
I got
is
him
a
a day.
frontal AE, Omi. Are you standing in front of
Not
him?
Omidon,
Because-
not Omidon.
Oh.
Noctex. Look where Noctex died. He's like way over here. Like.
Okay, let's get dead. Reset.
Yeah. Omi lived, kinda. Now he's dead. But
I got 3 clerics battle res on Ickavan, so we should be good.
Yeah, Hefe's got a res box.
I feel like I'm spending my whole time just curing myself.
Yeah, that's what it felt like that fight. Too.
I haven't done anything else.
Yep.
And I was behind, like 2 cures. It felt.
So setting sun is what happens when you cure sunset shadow.
No.
No.
Well,
setting. So if you get sunset shadow, shortly after getting it, you will get setting sun, which is a 32k damage, direct damage. So you need to keep sunset shadow on you for the 20,000 hit point buff. That's why you don't cure it.
Right, but Dami got hit with a setting sun, but I didn't see sunset shadow on him.
Then it must have been cured off of you.
Somebody cured it off you. Yeah.
Then somebody cured it off of you, and then the setting sun hit you and killed you.
Yeah. So
Is it
when that
reset
goes out,
yet?
Yes, it's reset.
Is there a timer on it? I think
It's 4 minutes.
Probably what's happening is people are getting like cleric shield clicked or reading cured just at the wrong time. Like we need to stop doing that around the time that's about to go off, and then single target cures from there. And everybody has to check
On all your boxes and everything.
Yeah. That's why I beefed it, because Omidon had the bad one. Noctex had the good one. I didn't target Omidon, and I accidentally cured Noctex, and that's why he died. So.
It seems like we're getting through phase 1 before we get to that point. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why can't I suspend Joe?
I mean,
cannot
it all
have
it
more than
takes
one
is to
pet at a
master
time.
each phase, so it looks like we
Weird.
have phase 1 down,
Okay.
at least.
Kill him. Let's see if I actually have another pet. I do. Okay. Is he fully buffed? And yes. But okay. Okay, that was really weird.
Odd.
Whatever.
So from what I'm seeing, the issue that we're facing is not the mirror. We are not having an issue. We are facing an issue with Cele's positioning. We're going to need to move Cele to a different spot. And we are having an issue with the cures. So I'll go over the details with that, as well as Cele's positioning. Once everybody's up and rezzed and we get rebuffed. Yeah, I completely agree, Pummel. And part of the reason that we were facing this low health aggro is because we're having Cele's AE going off, which is PBAE, a short distance around Cele, while Lethar's AE is going off, and. So that's why we're going to change the positioning of Cele at the start next round, and we'll handle it differently. We just need to figure out which part of this works for us and then do it. But I think Cures and Cele positioning were our two big issues that round. So just another thing for us to solve. Nothing to panic about, just something we have to work through. Once you've been rezzed, please make sure you are fully shrunk and head back towards the hallway so that we can get you buffed up. I think most people have been rezzed, but we have a couple of corpses here still. So if you haven't yet been rezzed, you probably know what your dice are going to look like once we get some loot. And I believe everybody has been sent a res. I'll go ahead and click the corpse is still here a couple more times, just to make sure everybody still got it. But either way, go ahead and head back to the prep hallway so we can get some buffs going.
Shadow, you hit heavy with the rock.
Yeah.
All groups should have haste. If you're missing any chanter buffs, please let our good buddy Ambit know. He'll be happy to throw some stuff your direction.
Could I have spell haste when you have a moment?
Oh
It's
yeah.
the same trigger as Fish.
You sense your doom approaching.
But it's both. It's the same audio trigger will trigger both for Sunset Shadow or Doom Shadow. You have to actually look at it. The icon's the same and the trigger's the same.
Surprised? Okay, I'm going to go over positioning and cures in just a moment. I'm going to start with cures because that doesn't require moving, and I know some people are still casting buffs. So, as for the cure part, just for clarification, because I know there's just a slight bit of confusion on that. So, there are indeed 4 things that might be landing on you. It's important... the 4 things are Lethar's Breath of Corruption. That will only land on you when you get hit by a frontal AE, whether that's because you're standing in front of it, because it was turning while AEing, or because it got reflected off of a mirror scale Drake. Now, if you get Shadow of Lethar on you, there is no way to prevent that from happening. That's simply part of the event. The 16 corruption counters for Lethar's Breath of Corruption, that is preventable. Most of the time, at least. Now, for the somewhat confusing part, when you have Doom Shadow on you, that needs to be cured. If it is not cured, it's a very short amount of time, you will get DT'd, period. If you get Sunset Shadow on you, that gives you that extra 20,000 hit points. If you cure it, you will probably also die. Because after a short time, that's when you get Setting Sun. Setting Sun is a single target, 32,000 damage. Now, if you have the extra 20,000 plus what you currently have, it's going to be more than 32,000 total. But if you don't have that, I highly doubt anybody here has an extra 32,000 hit points to spare.
Not yet.
As one of the higher hit point people in Raid, I would not survive it. I do not yet have 32,000 hit points. I can top 30, but I can be 30, but I cannot be 32.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I can get my warrior to 30 with all of the fun things running. But
Spell shielding, you'll live.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think
I guess you could chant their spell shield some of it off maybe, but.
And now that that's been mentioned, perhaps we should. I will cast Legion of Elendar on
not
each group. I'll go down the list with that. It's a long recast, but I'm going to go ahead and cast that on everybody just to help prevent some death.
Yeah, Shamans, Druids, don't forget your self-DI. And you know, Clerics and Shamans, you guys have like 5-minute AAs that give you heals over time, so in case you're forgetting to heal yourself and stuff, just click those too. Divine Avatar and some of those things.
I'm casting Legion of Elendar by group. If for any reason you don't receive it, let me know. I know it's at least one person has been buff blocked as it is. I would advise not clicking it off. The effect on Legion of Elendar is basically reduce the amount of damage received from direct damage spells. It takes away a total of 20% of incoming spell damage. So that is a little bit helpful, but it only takes a maximum of 2,500 hit points. So of that 30,000, it will immediately take it off of you, but will mitigate some of the effect.
9,500 or something like that. So plus your already spell shielding.
So it's kind of handy to have.
And if you hit Warlord's Tenacity at the right time and got healed, it'd give you an extra 16,000.
Yeah.
Alright, all groups, I believe, now have Legion of Alandar. If you are missing it, please let me know. I'll recast it on your group. Yeah, it's not going to do that much. It'll help. It'll give you an extra 2,500 hit points, but every little bit can be beneficial. As for positioning, if you have anything to do with Sele or would like to know, please follow me now. You'll see I've turned into a skeleton. Previously, we had Sele supposed to be around here, was mostly hanging out like back over here-ish because the thing is so freaking huge. So in order to prevent any issues, we're going to go ahead and pull Sele around this corner. That way you're still in range-ish to heal, to be healed, I should say, but not going to be AEing the raid. So just make sure Sele is inside of this door for when we make it to the next phase. Let's have Sele on just on the other side of this line. As long as Sele is on the other side of this line in this room, room 4, we're going to be okay. So you're going to be tanking right around here-ish. Sele's going to be around here-ish. And that should be that. That makes sense? But yeah, for this phase, as long as Sele is through the doorway, that should be just fine. I'll try to help position it if I can. Again, it is important that you do not cure Sunset Shadow, because that's the only thing that's going to help you survive setting sun. Doom Shadow must be cured. Single target cures are what's needed. Clicking your Epic Shield as a cleric could remove Sunset Shadow, which is bad. Using Radiant Cure could remove Sunset Shadow, which is bad. Please be mindful of this when you're casting your spells. If you need a DA to prevent yourself from dying, say something. We probably won't give it to you, but you might have a chance.
But you can DA through that 32.
I'm nearly certain you can.
Cool.
We gonna find out. Alright, I believe Gerp was the tank last time, right?
Yep.
Alright, Wolf, you're gonna be up this round again.
Do you want me to continue marking the...
Yes. Bare feet, that's a very good question. If you remove Sunset, you will live longer. Removing Doom will kill... not removing Doom will kill you faster. You're still going to die if you get them both. But...
Has anybody gotten both yet? I don't think so.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
you can get both.
Yeah.
Yes, I have gotten both of them.
On this today, you have?
Yes, I definitely have. I had that on Ninmit, and I was like, well, fuck it. I'll DA through it, and I lived.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
And that's why I didn't cure a few people in my group, because I was like, well, I got 5 seconds left. I'm just going to DA and see if I live.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody not ready to do this?
Illusion Fates on Lizard Man.
Okay, it's focus time. Wolfgar is going to be the first tank. Let's make this happen. Heals to Wolfgar. Wolf, trigger it when you're ready. He is active. Debuffs to Lethar, please. Switch.
Flip them.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Monitor. Kill it.
Flip them.
Kill the monitor.
Lethar's breath of corruption. I should be cured.
Yes.
Flip 'em.
I'll get you.
Okay.
I gotta reload
Another
cure. Kill the monitor.
I got it. Try to pull them off to the side so they're not in front of him. Yeah, somebody damaged him and summoned me. So.
Flip
One of
them.
those days.
Shadow of Lethar. It can't be avoided. Just heal through it.
Resing Nitnoy.
Another monitor.
Don't forget to heal yourself, man.
Monitor. DPS.
I was
Flip them.
mid-heal.
Flip them.
Flesh gets mezzed. Good job.
Flip them. Flesh tender up.
Oh, that one. They messed it.
Breath of corruption. Need here.
Flip it.
Flip. Sorry.
Stay focused, friends.
Nitnoy, I'll res you again. How many hit points you got on Nitnoy? Like 5?
I don't. Well, I don't think. Do whatever.
Flip them.
Another flesh render.
Fleshies get mezzed.
Bring them over to where the other ones are.
Flip
Okay.
them.
Monitor Drake.
Monitor.
Monitor gets killed. DPS switch to monitor.
Flip them.
DPS kill monitor. Follow Lethar. Prepare for Sele.
Nitnoy, when you pop up, I'll buff you and heal you.
Take your position.
We need a foot. There we go.
Give him a chance. Careful.
He's
Wolf
down.
is down.
Flip him. Mirror Drake is on the north facing
Yields to
south.
Gerp.
Shadow,
Doom's out.
check it.
Yields to Gerp.
Doom
Flip
Shadow,
him.
need a cure.
Get your cures and stuff.
No, he's facing the other way. There we go.
Doom Shadow.
That
need a
Lotus Breath
cure.
that needs to be cutted.
Lotus Breath killed.
You got it?
I got a Celestial Regen off, though.
Flip him.
Oh boy.
What is it?
Heal Gerp.
Gerp's down.
Gerp's
Gerp's
down.
down. He's eating people.
He's on Lizard Man.
Heals to
Heals to
lizard.
Lizard.
Oh,
I'm dead.
fuck me.
The other one is loose too.
Dead.
Oh.
That's a wipe.
Yep. Why can we not take Soleil like somewhere way far away, like in the hallway?
I think he leashes.
No, not all the way up the stairs, just to this hallway or somewhere like.
Like
where
Searing
it's
said,
not-
it's a different room.
Yeah, but we can't seem to do that for some reason. I don't know why.
I think we talked over each other, but we pulled him clear in the other room, like where we're supposed to have him for the next phase. And as soon as anybody got low health, he ran back.
Yeah.
And then ran back to us again.
Gotcha.
Well, maybe everybody shouldn't move up so quickly then.
That's a good idea. We'll keep everybody in the first room and just have the tanks in there for that second part.
If we all stay in the first room, we get blasted with his cone when he goes active sometimes, so everybody has to get to his side. Like we were fighting the Monitor Drake, that's where everybody was gonna get hit with that cone attack, and then we get Doom Shadow, and then we're
Yeah,
bad.
but that's part of the issue is we're having trouble facing Lethar north and south. He keeps ending up going east and west instead. So the spot where we told all the casters to go that should be safe isn't safe because half the time he's facing that.
Yeah, and that's how we.
Oh, my second life went off. I've never had that happen. Okay, did you get that res box on Nimit?
Yes, I did.
Okay, hang tight. It's not reset yet. Anybody up
Yeah.
can save?
I see his little tail wagging around.
Yeah.
Alright, so like always, we are going to handle things a little bit differently for next round. As it stands, it appears, first of all, Ninmit is going to be starting the reses right now.
Once Hefe got out, I got enough for AE res.
Nice. I'll still start casting on the clerics just to get them up just a little bit faster. But we're going to handle things just a little bit differently for next round. We likely have one, maybe two more attempts in us before raid time is up. If we do not get this tonight, we will focus on this again on... Let me check timers. Yeah, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't focus this again on Tuesday. But we will try to get this down still yet tonight.
AE res incoming.
The rest of North
Thank
will
you.
be open next raid. So
Nice. That's more loot.
Yeah, a lot of people live through that the Doom Shadow part.
Yep, I think the next thing that we really need to focus on, which we will, is making sure Sele gets handled in the way it's supposed to be. As for those who were handling Cell A, thank you for trying. You did what I asked you to do, but things didn't go right. So we're going to handle it differently in hopes of giving you a better chance of success next round. Once you've been rezzed, please make sure you are shrunk. Head back towards the prep spot, and we'll continue from there. We'll get everybody buffed up and go for the next round. I'm not seeing any additional corpses.
Yeah, he's down in the entrance.
I'll head back towards that way. There you are. Happy little corpses. The good thing about Tuesday being another time doing this is we'll get that additional loot from the other mobs. Give us a little bit of time to practice our craft.
Little warm-up time.
This additional loot is always a good thing. Syncope, you want to hit C for this next round? I'll hit haste. I know your MGB will be popping around the same time mine is.
So I pulled up a quick video on a fight, and watching it, like there's something that I remember us doing when I did this before with Alethar and the way we're facing him, and it makes complete sense to me now that I'm watching the video and why I remembered it. Instead of flipping him like north south, we would flip him like north and then west. So that way the DPS could all stay on his back the whole time, and you weren't spinning him around, like so he could potentially cone mid-spin and hit people.
That's a good idea.
So just turn him 90 degrees, not 180.
So you just turn so then you just go back and forth between those two angles as a tank, whereas the DPS can all stay put on his ass and be fine.
I like that.
Because there was a few times when we spun him, we all got blasted.
Good point. I like it. Let's do it.
Hey, Lizardman, is Ambit a sacrificial lamb?
He could be. What you want him for?
I just ran out of healers or room for groups.
Oh yeah, absolutely. MGB haste incoming.
MGB Burrells too, just in case someone's got a blocker.
Yeah, because I'm not doing anything with Ambit anyway, so fuck it.
Okay.
I only have him here to make Syncope's life a little bit easier.
Yeah, he kept making my life harder because he's always out of heal range. Just always.
Yeah, I always park him off to the side because F him.
Yeah, I know. I was like, he's dying.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for our good buddy.
Only cared the first time. The next time I was like, let him die.
Nice.
I'm casting Alandar in all groups again. Let Syncope met up, and
We don't
it
need
should be good.
protection of the seasons on this fight. I don't know who keeps casting that. Just eating up both slots.
The paladins might use it because the conal off those little drakes is cold based.
Spell haste?
Which
And
drakes?
again?
The lotus breath is cold.
The ones that were kiting away?
Yeah.
The Shadow
They're
Knights?
the only ones who should need it.
You mean the Shadow Knights, yeah.
I don't know. The knights.
Yeah, we're alright.
Do you know what the range is on Sully's AE? Is it pretty small?
It's just 40. It's short.
75.
Is it 75? Oh, it's 40.
Yeah, I mean, it's still really short. It's not even half the room.
Yeah. Yeah, we just need him way away.
Honestly, if we can get him through the door, that's more than far enough. Nobody else should be in range at that point.
Yeah, but keeping him through the door seems to be an issue from last time.
Yes, agreed.
So,
Understood.
what we're going to do this round is... Well, I'll go over that in just a sec. I'm finishing up these casts. So the idea, I should say, is Sele ends up, and I'm using Lizardman as a visual at the moment. Sele ends up standing right around here-ish when it goes, whereas Lethar is around here-ish when it goes.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, when it comes time to move...
Would it be possible to move like Sally to like just like right over here where Cern's at now? Be an easier move.
That might be.
When we did this, we always fought him in the hole right here where we're sitting.
So yeah, what we're going to do, since Lethar is going to be right here-ish, and Sele is going to be right here-ish, our tanks that are going to have it are going to pull Sele back north. I still want them to be in range of heals and cures and whatever else is needed. So pulling him back in this general direction is going to be the focus. However, when it comes time to move, I'm going to ask the raid to move to the south side instead of the west side for safety. I'm going to ask the raid to be on the south side. I really like the idea of having Lethar be tanked facing north or west. So that's the route that we're going to go going forward.
Can I make one suggestion there, Liz?
Go ahead.
Can, instead of having the whole raid move there, how about we have Lethar do like south and west? That way the raid can just come to the middle, and we're not running all the way through everything. Might make it easier for tanks pulling people where they need to pull them.
My concern with that is Sele. If it's not, one, the positioning versus the AE that Sele does, as well as since it spawns closer to the north side, if everybody's on the south, it's unlikely that they will get aggro on Sele right off.
Yeah.
That way, if they get low hit points, Sele hopefully won't charge them.
Fair enough.
I do like the idea, but I think it would be more detrimental than beneficial.
Nope, that's fine. Just wanted to throw it out there.
So when it comes time to move, everybody's going to run all the way south to this wall. The tank for Lethar is going to keep Lethar facing north or west only. At all times, north or west. When we get to the next room, Sele instead is going to be tanked in the east, as far east as you can go. Because we only have 2 rooms of Sele.
I'm as far east as you can go.
Pretty much. So by then, Sele should be somewhere around here-ish, in the middle to the west of this room, and Lethar should be towards the middle of this room. So when they end up coming this way, we'll pull Sele into this room, room 4.
Based on what I'm seeing, it looks like Lethar stops right where Siren's at now. Was it for that phase 3?
Excellent. So if we only get Sele to the doorway-ish area where Lizardman is currently moving, that should be fine. Because they are still going to need heals. We're still going to do the north versus west on positioning. That way we can keep the raid on the south side of Lethar at all times. So, even in the first phase, the raid will be on the south side of Lethar the entire time. That being said, let's move now south of Lethar.
All the way back to the wall? Or no?
You can. Please be mindful that you need to be in range of your healer for both cures as well as heals. Check where your cleric is, your all priests, cleric, druid, positioning versus your healer's positioning. Does anybody have any questions or issues before we start?
How is Lethar getting turned? Is it like a 90-degree angle?
North or west, yes.
Got it. Thank you.
Alright, so Gerp is our first tank. Heals will be coming into him. Gerp, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Heals into Gerp. Fire it up when you're ready.
Closer to me.
Here we go.
Good luck, friends. Heals into Gerp. Debuffs to Lethar. Take him down to Pound Town.
And then
Ah.
turn him.
Fuck.
And DPS can all just stand here on the southeast.
Flesh gets mezzed.
Turn him.
I like it.
Range
like this a lot.
for melee is huge. Look how far the pets are.
Yeah, you don't have to be up his butt.
Oh, I'm back unless you want to be.
Move him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
Turn
into
him.
that kind of thing.
Another flesh render.
Flesh gets mezzed.
His hitbox is gigantic.
Turn him.
Oh, look at Quave and Bubba are. They're far.
Yeah, I'm
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we just got hit with Shadow of Lethar. What is that?
That's part of the event.
That's AE.
Monitor,
that's all
switch DPS. Gil monitor.
It's kind of in the back.
Yeah,
Turn him.
Wait until he gets back here. Somebody pull that
I'll
monitor.
pull it back. Well, I can't now. It's. Sorry, just turn it down.
Gil monitor.
Turn him.
Lotus.
I got it.
Yeah, this works a lot better leaving them north and west.
Turn him.
Yeah, so doesn't give him the tanks back and all either. You're trying to flip them around.
I like it.
There's another Lotus.
Another Lotus breath up.
Turn him.
As soon as he starts to move, we need everybody to the south wall, except for the tanks. And maybe their healers.
I am bad.
He lived a lot longer
Turn him.
this time. %3 to move.
Go ahead and
Turn him.
CRHQ.
He's moving soon, be ready. Move now, move now, get south. Be ready to pick up Sele. Get south, friends.
Get your pets off of him.
Gerp, get your heels.
Turn him.
Good job with Sele. I think we have something there.
That was far smoother transition.
100%.
Shadows out. Check it.
Doom Shadow. I need MGB CR and MGB Wood.
Wood going out.
CR going out.
Tommy has
I
sunset.
don't need you to cure, right?
Don't cure it.
That's the one you want.
Sunset. Don't cure that.
I'm checking you.
Yeah, no, I'm spamming my healer here.
I have
Heal the
Doom
pommel.
Shadow. And
Got
Breath
it.
of Corruption.
I got you.
Thank you.
Oh, I died. I guess I might have been cured.
Or you might have been below 32,000 health.
Grip down.
You gotta stay up.
Pat, you did. I was full health.
Shadows down.
Wolf's down. Who's taking it?
This is
Town
got it.
Lizard.
Just a lizard.
Heals a lizard.
Flip it.
Get people rezzed.
I have Breath of Corruption on me.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to help with that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Flip it.
I'm flame deathing. I'm flame deathing.
Good job, everybody. You survived another round.
If anybody's able to toss me a res,
Flip it.
I'll take one.
Shit, it's really crazy. I'm gonna start working on reses.
If able.
Yeah. I'm working on people.
Flip.
out of mana.
Who's out of mana?
Staunch recovery's a thing.
Okay.
Who are you healing? Are you
Probably group.
Say
Flip it,
like
Liz.
tanks.
50% to next phase. How's Sele doing over there?
Flip him. They're good. He turned and got us all over here.
Sorry guys, couldn't fix that.
Yeah, no, it's.
Oh, Sele breath attack.
Want a massive group buff? Heal?
Yeah, MGBCR.
I'll do it.
Good.
Heal to pummel.
Oh,
pummel down.
Oh, he's.
Sele's loose.
Working on it. I got it on Omi for a second. It's on Omadon.
I'm gonna regret the hell out of this, but I'm gonna stop.
North.
Yeah.
Heal to me.
Because I'm out of mana. Actually, I'm just gonna wait a minute.
Use my epic.
Dami has Doom
Drake
Shadow.
is
My healer's
moving.
dead.
Drake is now west.
I'm not gonna worry about cures. I haven't died yet.
Lizard Man DI faded.
DI fired, recasting.
Turn him.
Gotta flip him too.
Yeah, Craig is down. Dami's probably not gonna make it.
Yeah, you got Sunset Shadow. There's no fixing that.
Thank
Yeah.
you, whoever cured me.
Oh, Omi's down.
Hey, he's
Oh,
out.
Leftar summoned me. Fucking A.
Soleil's loose.
Yeah, this is a wipe
get
incoming.
Oh man, we were close.
Yeah.
We need a dedicated heal team to pummel and or whoever's taking.
I agree.
Lizard Man DI faded.
We
We'll
can't
make
be-
that
we can't
adjustment
be
for
like-
next round.
Yeah, yeah. We did good. It just
Need a heal.
Were we able to get a Reser out?
I can.
I just got a res into Crag, and it
Good.
has a res up.
Good, good.
I've been healing the tank.
Emmett has a res box.
Nice, good job.
All right, if you're alive, go ahead and die. We got healers
Yeah, the minute
boxes.
Caneros went down, I was next up.
Okay.
Honestly, that transition went infinitely better.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that this was our best run yet. It appears to have reset.
Is Sele debuffable at all? I didn't notice.
Reses are incoming.
Yes, we had slow and everything when you're.
Okay,
Nice.
so he didn't look like he didn't hit me that very hard at all. Like I can try and find his max hit here, like 2,900, like a regular mob.
Syncope is leaving. It's our enchanter.
Yeah, we are. This was our last run at it for tonight.
Yeah, I think I probably need to go too.
I will. I apologize that we were not able to make this work tonight. I think we made amazing progress on it. I think we did very well, learning a lot about the event, and I think that matters a lot.
Try runs.
Yeah. Well, I bet probably most of the people in this raid haven't done it either.
I mean, I did it like 3 or 4 years ago, so it's as each poll kind of a little bit more came back to me. Like I don't remember
Yeah.
most of the fight.
I just think this is a complicated fight for never having done it.
Yeah, what effect goes off when Lethar and like
That
enter
knocks
Sly
back.
face? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious if we got hit by that at all with our positioning of the two as well.
Well, yeah. Well, the problem is like low hit point aggro.
Right. But I mean, regardless, like when Sele was actually in position, like, was that going off at all with
It went
the
off
last hour
twice.
hitting him?
Twice or three times, I think it went off. But its range isn't huge, so it wasn't like a big deal.
One of the issues is those fire dots are corruption based, so they take 2 cures to cast, and sometimes you need 3 casts to get to the doom.
Well, actually, when I was curing myself, it seemed like Doom was coming off first, no matter what.
I know on one of the warriors I was curing, it just did not come off until the 3rd cast.
Okay. Well, then it might be the buff order too.
I agree with that too. It took several casts of single target. My pally only that heals itself, it pretty much takes it right off.
Yeah. Well, what I did was if I got the one that I wanted to keep on and I had the other dot on, I just healed through it so that I didn't have to cure anything. Just a heal over time will keep you up.
It looks like our lockout timers will be reset by Tuesday, so we'll have a full north pop.
Nice.
Come back in here and get more loots, and then hopefully give this one more attempt before we run out of time on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well,
I like it.
When's the next expansion open?
End of the month.
Just over
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Oh, we got time.
Like the 28th, I think it is.
We farmed an infinite amount more gear than we did last expansion, for sure.
Yeah, last expansion was not our best loot expansion.
POR is nobody's best, let's be honest.
No, it's a terrible loot expansion.
So mentioning expansion, so I've never done TBS. I just know there's like a currency from raiding. Is it like 2 people get the currency per raid fight, or is it like everybody gets some of the currency per fight?
Now, there are actually 2 currencies. There's one for the power source, and there's one for the actual loot. The phosphine is the loot-based one, and that is awarded via a chest. So if you want to purchase the loot, you'll get it via getting a phosphine award from a chest, versus the phosphites, I believe they're called, are the one that just drops everywhere.
So like, it's like the phosphine though. Is it like we get like enough for like normal raid drop? Like you get like 1 that drops. I know it drops more than that, but
you get like 200 or something, I think, right?
Well, the first one is 200, the second one's 300, the next one's 400, and so the last one I think is 1,000.
Which is like each person in the raid gets a stack of it, or is it like normal loot where it's like a stack of 200 and one person gets 200?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bid on it, like an item.
I wasn't sure if it worked like EQ2 currencies, where like everybody in the raid got like 10
later expansions it does.
Yeah, you'll be able to buy. Go ahead.
That'd be nice, but no, it really is a lot more difficult to get the actual loot from there, in my opinion, because.
I love Solteris though; it's beautiful.
I guess my follow-up
It is a
question,
cool zone.
Are the power sources from that backwards compatible to the armor from this expansion?
No,
they are not. Unless the armor says it's infusible, it's not. If it's infusible, then it is directly affected.
Yeah, I just haven't had much grouping time, so I lack power sources from here. So I was asking.
Well, you can use either raid power sources or the group power sources, and you can buy the group power source currency. So you don't actually have to do any of the group stuff. You can just buy some phos.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just thinking this expansion. I have gear that doesn't have a power source. So.
Let's group up in the south. The majority of people are in the south, so let's group up in the south here for buffs.
Honestly, power sources are just annoying as F.
Yeah, I
Right,
agree.
yeah,
They're the worst.
Stupid.
And it's in the game forever from now on. You're just annoyed.
Well, okay, so the power sources in this one are different though than the ones that are in the next expansion.
Correct.
That's correct.
The ones in this one you combine with the armor. The ones in the next one you put in the slot.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, they didn't really think that through.
Yeah, Soltaris itself has some pretty interesting fights.
Oh,
the
hell
last
yeah.
fight's amazingly cool. The last fight is cool.
The balancer where you pull all those giants out is really
Mhm.
crazy. I like that fight.
I can't wait for our 18 tank fight. That one's fun too.
Yeah.
We got the tanks for it in this guild. We can do it.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do it. Our team is set up for success in this. Just for clarification, we will still be hitting Frostgrip 2, Ashengate North, as well as Solteris. Our focus at the start of it, of course, will be making sure everybody is flagged for Solteris. There is if I recall correctly, 8 task requirement in order to, you need to do a series of tasks that progress as you go in order to be flagged for the zone. They can be a little complicated, but fortunately you can be task added to every single one of them from what I recall. So there is that benefit, but you have to get through all 8 from what I recall in order to get in there. You can piggy people in, but the actual zone itself, the actual flag itself, you have to do the group content missions in order to get access. So the first night, although we'll end up talking this over, I'm anticipating the first raid night we will spend focusing on getting group missions done, whereas the second raid night we'll see how many we actually have flagged for it, and we'll continue to farm Ashengate North and Frostgrip 2 during this time so that we get ready for the content once it gets up there, because there are some very serious events in that zone. So we're still going to be getting you're still going to be getting loot every raid night except for maybe the very first raid night. But as soon as we can get into Solteris, meaning we have enough people for it, then we will.
And you guys get to experience the trash if you've never done that zone before.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, I remember running over those bridges and then.
Oh, man.
It was crazy.
Well, everyone knows what a masochist I am, and I love that zone so much.
Oh my god.
I don't dislike it at all.
I just like the trash in the zone. I like the events. No, different level of stupid. Just
is it
be
like
surprised, Dreamer. I'm not going to tell you anymore.
VT level of trash, or
They're
not the volume. It's the.
They have weird pathing.
And they also have odd mechanics.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll see. You'll see. Oh, I'm excited for a couple of the events, though. There's some fun stuff in there. We get to use Puritas. Like, the only time we're ever going to get to use Puritas as clerics.
No, it wasn't.
The disease resist heal one.
I used it for the sisters events.
Yeah, you could use it then too, I guess. But this one, like, you need it to kill the werewolves.
Y'all want teleport to bind?
Yes, please.
Casting.
Thank you.
When you kick this DZ, where is it going to pop us out at? Genray or up top?
Let's find out.
Okay, I'll wait and see.
Now, from what I recall, there is no back flag within Solteris. You still have to do the mission. Is that correct?
That is correct. You have to do all of the lead-up missions. A friend and I duoed them back in the day, and it was so fun.
Nice.
It was a monk and a rogue.
Nice.
And we had 2 cleric mercs. It was hilarious.
Yeah, from what I said, from what I recall, you have to do all of the group missions in order to be flagged for Solteris. So if it takes us an additional week to get in there, fine. We'll still be hitting this content in Frostgrip 2 and Ashengate North in the meantime. So we're not going to be without raids to do, but we'll get into Solteris as quick as possible. But unfortunately, we cannot backflag there, so it'll be everybody's responsibility
Get ready to run.
to make it happen.
Gotta get your own shit done.
I'll have my mage parked at somewhere that's very helpful because those runs out to those missions.
Oh, that's a good idea. I might do that too.
Get all the mage bots together. We'll make it.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
there
that's
level
something.
Rex to
Yeah.
zone in?
I don't
remember.
know. I don't think so because I remember power leveling a character in Thalassus.
I have a couple mages. Maybe I can.
Just keeping one at Thalasia entrance, and then on the other side, that whatever that one is to the left, and be able to get your groups over, and get that just takes that run, and then having somebody up at where you do the turn in, another mage up there lets the person go back and do the thing, and then people can sit at the ports.
So I actually have 2 mages that I'm leveling to 55 just for coughing, and I'll just plant them in those places.
Nice.
Yeah, I have 2 mages also, so I could do
That'll
that.
help.
I only have 1, but it'll be there wherever we need it. I got her moved to Ashengate, so
Yeah, if we had enough mages to put one at every one of the quest zone in areas, that would be fantastic.
It would help speed things up.
maybe this expansion I'll actually get the portal quest done that you can take the portals across. I was in a group that most of the people got it done, but it's kind of like the clicky resist mass. I have yet to actually finish it.
Yeah.
Well, good job tonight, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm headed out. I will see you from Pennsylvania on Tuesday.
Yay!
PA.
Can I get
We're in PA.
C and spell haste before you go?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody
And,
interested in
haste,
doing a
haste.
quick kill in Noble's Causeway?
And thank all of you for coming to join tonight.
Need to,
It's always a pleasure to have you
should
along.
only take, like,
Unfortunately,
2
we were not
groups
able to
for
pull that
Ashes to
trigger
point
on our old friend Lethar when it came to
Unfortunately, I have
getting
to go
him
eat.
murdered,
I'm
but
dying. I will see you guys.
it is what it is, and we will get him next time. So that all being said, thank you. Have